Hello dear friends, in this video we are going to see about data manipulation and analysis using Python library. So I hope you have listened to the previous videos where we have discussed about how to do the data selection and the filtering and also in the other videos about what about Pandas library. So here using the same library we are going to see about how to do group by, which means we will be splitting, applying the some conditions and then combining back. And then we are going to learn how to make a pivot table, another table. And also we are going to learn how to merging and joining the data frames, and how to apply user-defined functions, or how to apply map and all these things. And we are also going to learn about concatenation, merge, join functions, and string operations in Python. So these are the things we are going to concentrate here. And then, so for that, we are going to use a data set like this. For that, I have created a dictionary. So in that, we have this columns like order ID, product, region, salesperson, unit and unit price, month. And totally, actually, 21 rows are there. So this is a just dictionary, and this dictionary we are going to convert it into data frame. And so this is what we have. And then, so now DF is containing the data frame for this particular data. So along with this columns, like how many columns are there? 7 columns. We are going to add one more column to this data frame. That is called revenue. So we are going to create a revenue using like a kind of feature engineering. So already there are 2 columns like unit and unit price is already there. Unit and unit price. By multiplying this two, we are going to find the revenue. So one more column will be there. So that is attached to this DF. So this is how we can add it. And finally, we are going to display the first 8 rows. So here you can see. So already till month is already available in the dictionary that we converted to data frame. Along with that, we added a new column called revenue by multiplying this two. So you can understand how this is got multiplied 3 into 3, 9. So you can easily understand. So we have created a new column. So now let us go, and I have displayed the complete 20 rows from 0 to 19. And now we are going to apply one by one operations for data manipulations. First one is group by function. What does this group by function does is, like first it will split the data. So that is group the data by category, maybe splitting it by region or by product or whatever it may be. So group by means first it will split the data based on any one of the category. After splitting the data, we apply some conditions, apply some functions to that group. For example, if I'm grouping or I'm going to split it by region means, for example, I can split the region by north, south, east, and west. For each region, I will be applying some functions to find the revenue in that or the profit in that particular region. So that's what we apply some condition. After we apply all the condition, we combine it back. So that is what combine the results back. That is what group by function does. So let's see an example. See here, from the data frame, you know what is our data frame? This is our data frame, right? The rows and columns, and we have this many 7, 8 columns are there. So what we are doing is we are going to take the data frame. To that we are going to apply a function. So first step in GroupBy is to split it. So we are going to split it by region. So if you see in the region, what are the regions we have in this data frame? North, south, east, and west. So repeatedly we have this region. So we are saying that we are going to group it by region wise. So all the east is one group, all the west is one group, all the north is one group. So we are going to group it like that. After grouping, we are going to find the revenue. How will you find the revenue? For example, here if you see in the region north, we will be seeing the revenue. So we'll be adding this value, and here we have another north value. We add plus this and the plus this and then plus this and plus this north value That's it. So when you add it, you will get for the north value as this value. So this is how we do region ways. We split, and then what we did is apply the function which we apply is in the region we are going to choose the revenue, and further we are going to find the sum. That is why I said in the north I'll add this revenue plus the next north revenue and the next plus this one. So that is what sum. And then it will be combined like this, and I'm saying sort the value by ascending order as well. So which means what? How I'm going to arrange this region is I'm going to arrange this region by descending order. So the highest revenue in the top. So east is having the highest revenue, so that is coming as a first. So if you avoid this also, no issues, you will get the value. So we may be like, for example, if I am not using this, and let us try this. So it is not sorted now. It's coming in different value. So but if I sort it, it will come in correct order. Now you can say like this. So it is sorted. So this is how we will be applying this. I hope you got it. This is the use of group by function. Group by will be first splitting. So here we are splitting by region, then apply the condition, and that's it. And then it will be combined. So we can see a particular, we have grouped it by region and we are finding the revenue. So depending upon our analysis, we can do this. So here we can see if you are checking a east region, so rows belongs to all the east region I have separated here, and we have to add all this and we'll get 55,000. So that's how we got the 55,000. And the next is here we have grouped only by region, and you apply only one function to that. But we can do more than this. So let's see an example. So multiple aggregation at one time. So that's what we are going to see. So again, we are going to apply same thing only for the data frame. I'm going to apply group by function. So I'm going to group this time by product. In the previous example, we grouped by region. So this time we are going to group by product. So in the product, you can see what are the products we have: laptop, phone, tablet, same thing. Same thing only repeating here: laptop, phone, tablet. So now I'm going to group it by the product to this product, and we are going to, earlier we applied only one function, that is sum function alone. Now I'm going to apply multiple functions, so that I'm going to use this aggregate function AGG. And here what are the things I'm going to add some new columns to it. So here we have only previously we revenue alone is displayed here for every region. Now I'm specifically going to add some new columns to my group. So first I'm going to group it by 3 products. To this group I'm going to add this aggregate function, and then I'm going to add this columns to that. So what I'm going to do is, based on this product, I'm going to add a new column called total units. How I'm going to form this new column is, take the unit column and find a sum. So you can see here we have a unit column. So based on this product, so for example in the laptop is the product means, so laptop here 2, then plus this 1, plus this 2, plus this 1, and all the laptops will be added together. So that is what you say is, take the units of every product and submit. So you can see laptop, there are totally 15 units. Then the next column is total revenue. Go to the revenue column and sum it by product base. So laptop, go to the revenue column and sum all the revenue. So laptop, as we did earlier. So this here is the laptop, here is the laptop, all the revenues. And then the next is take the unit by product wise and find the mean value, which means average. Go to the laptop column and take the revenue. Instead of adding, we are just going to add and find the mean value of all the product laptop. So then finally, sum order which means I'm going to find the count of laptop. For example, we are doing it by product, right? So I'm going to take this product wise, and I'm going to count it. So how many times order wise, how many orders are there for the laptop? So here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally you can see 8 laptops are there. So likewise for every product it will be finding the count. So these are the aggregate function, count, mean, sum and sum here. So all together applied in a single group. So that is why it is aggregate function. So earlier we applied only one function, that is sum alone. Here, multiple aggregate functions are attached to this group by at a time. And dot reset index means you can see the index it is coming in the order. So that is why 0, 1, 2. So that's why we use it. And finally, the result is stored in summary and we are printing it. So that is why we are getting the result. So aggregate means apply multiple calculation on a grouped data. So here we have a group data based on the product. To that we are applying multiple functions. Rather than applying the single one like this, we apply multiple one. That is, we did sum, mean, count all at once. And this index is like new column name and what is the function to be applied on it. So that's what this index, new column. What is the existing column available and what is the operation you are going to do. So new column name, what is the existing column available and what is the function we are going to apply on it. So that's what this index we use there. Next one is group by multiple columns. So here we group by only only one thing. That is one by only one column. Based on only product, we grouped it. So here what we are going to do is we are going to group it by 2 columns. That is what multiple columns, which means I'm going to group it by region as well as the product. And so what after grouping, what is a so we know that group by means we have 3 operations on it: split, apply function, and then combine. So we splitting using region and product. What is the function we are going to apply is revenue. So for this region on this product we are going to submit region wise as well as the product wise. And then unstack fill value. What does unstack do? Does means usually whenever we apply a group by function, it will display everything in the vertically. So everything will be vertically aligned. But when I say unstack, so one will be so region will be in the vertical and the product came in the horizontal way. So that is why laptop and phone tablet came in this horizontal position and the region came to the vertical position. That's why it is called as unstack. And fill value equal to 0 means wherever there is no value, if I don't put fill value as 0, it will be displayed as NaN. So now if I say fill value as 0, all this will be replaced by 0. Otherwise it will have NaN. So to avoid it, we say fill underscore value as 0. So hope you have got it. So now we have grouped it by region base. So in East region, we are taking all the laptops and we are finding the revenue. And then in North region, we are going to take the laptop. So if you see in our data set or data frame, so laptop is there for North region, laptop again for North region here again, and then laptop for North region here again. So for this group, we will be finding the revenue. Then laptop for West region. So we have to consider the product and the particular region. Product and then phone for South. Then where is the phone for South? Phone for South, nothing else. And then phone for East. Phone for East. Here is a phone for East. And here is a phone for East. And here, that's it. So those things, grouping based on product as well as region, then for that, we want to do the revenue. So that's what doing group by for multiple columns. So that's what here we did it. Hope you got it. So here is the explanation. Next one is pivot table. So group by is also giving a table. So here explicitly we are going to create a pivot table which means another table. So that is what, pivot. So pivot table, this function reshapes and summarize data into another data frame, data format. So whatever we want, it will take and make it into a table format. That is what pivot table. So how we are, see here it is in the form of data, it's a table format. So let's see how this table is framed means. So you can see, I'm saying from the data set, for this data frame, I'm going to create a private pivot table. So the source is df, that is from the data frame. What are the value I'm going to take? Take the value revenue. Going to use month as the index and the column as product. So you can see what are the product. We already know laptop. What are the product we have? We can see here the product is laptop, phone, and tablet. So that's gonna that's going to become as a columns. And the aggregate function I'm going to use is sum. And if there is no value, make it a zero. So that's why you can see values. Values are revenue. So all these values displays the revenues. And then index. Index is based on month. You can see the month. And then index means row index is month. And then columns. See, the columns are based on the product. That's why columns are product. And when you take the revenue for same thing which we did in the product and month wise, we get the revenue and we are going to sum it. And all the empty values are filled with 0. Now, so the pivot table is ready. So we want to add some more detail for this pivot table because index we are making as month. When you make the index as month, it will sort. We usually month will be for us, the month order is January, February, March, April. But if I say like index month, it will take it in the alphabetical order. First April, and after April, what will come? Like in alphabetical order, it will arrange. So I am going to, we don't want, generally, we won't arrange the month in alphabetical order. We arrange it in January, February, March, April. So I am saying the order should be in this. So month order I am specifying. So to the pivot table, reindex. Previously in the other video, we have learned about reindex, which means reindex when we once again from 0, 1, 2, 3. So here our reindex should be on base of this. So that's why we give the month order here. And then we are displaying the pivot table. So this is displayed in this place as a text. And then based on the pivot table, only thing we specify here is the order. Index I said month. Instead of specifying in the alphabetic order, the month should be in this order. So that is why we got like this. So pivot table is a function which helps us to reshape and summarize the data in a table format, and the month order also we specify here. So that is about that. Now the next thing is merging the data frames. So I hope now you have understand what is group by, and also we learn what about the pivot table. Next concept is merging the data frame. So for that we are going to create a new data frame called employee data. So in what is the input for this data frame is a dictionary with the columns salesperson, city, team, and target. This is one data frame about employee data. So we have the salesperson, city, and team and target. So this is, and we are displaying this first data frame. So actually we are learning data merging, okay? So next what we are going to do is, we are going to make another table by using GroupBy. So what we are doing is here, we are going to take this GroupBy. So we know that GroupBy means split, apply condition, combine. So first is split. So here we are going to split based on the salesperson. Who are the salesperson we have? Alice, Bob, Charlie, Diana, and Eve. So we are going to split them into group, not on this data frame. It is on this original data frame. We have a data frame here. Remember? Here we have a data frame. So where is our data frame? DF means this is our data frame. And here also we have salesperson. You can see Alice, Bob, Charlie, Dinah, Alice, Bob, Charlie. So this data frame, we are going to group by salesperson. Earlier we grouped it by product and region, right? Now we are going to group it by salesperson. That is what we are doing here. So we are going to group it by salesperson Wait a minute. Okay. Group it by salesperson. And what is the function we are going to apply on it is revenue and reset the index. So when you reorder here, the index portion will also change. When I say reset index, it will once again do from 0, 1, 2, 3. So when I do that, I got a new table that is called sales by person on all the salesperson. So actually totally we have five salesperson. So this salesperson table we got from the original data frame, and this is another one we got from this one. So this is a separate data frame, and DF is another data frame. From that we made a one table. Now we can combine this both. So for that we are going to use this function merging. So pd.merge. So pd is this data frame. This is our data frame, no? So we are going to merge PD. How we are going to merge is salesperson. So this is what is salesperson. This is the data frame which contain in this format. So this is the table which we get from the salesperson. Next table is employee data. Based on it, we have another table. And this is another table. So we are going to merge salesperson table and employee data on. So when we merge, we want a common data to merge, right? So if you see here, here also we have salesperson, here also we have salesperson. So based on the salesperson, we are going to merge it. So on salesperson, how we have to merge it? Salesperson should be salesperson table. This is the salesperson table that should come on the left. So based on this, you merge this table, city team target. So that's how two tables are now merged. You can see this table, salesperson revenue, and this table. So it is merging base. So both table have salesperson. Here also we have salesperson. Both are merged. And based on this salesperson table, this table is also got merged. So that is what merging. We can merge two tables. That's what we learn here. The next, here also we can see to that merge table, we are going to add one more column called achievement. So merge table is, this is what the merge table. So we have a data frame. The name for this table is merged. To this merge table, we are going to add another one column. And how we are making? Taking the revenue column, divided by target and multiply it by 100 and have one decimal position. So we get a percentage of revenue, and that is going to be attached with this. So we are adding a new column called achievement, and that is got added, and the order in which we want the table is first salesperson, next is city, next is team, next to target, revenue, and achievements. Okay, so this is how we can merge, and also we have learned how to add a new column to the merged table. The next one we are going to learn is joins. We can join or merge two data frames, but in different manner. There are types of joins. You might have learned in some other database and all joins. So we are going to learn. So we are going to create a new data frame for the dictionary with two columns, that is ID and value A, another dictionary ID and value B. So we have two data frames now, A and B. I have displayed it here. You can see that some understanding on this is, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ID. Here 3, 4 and 3, 4 is common, and 1, 2 is different, 5, 6 is different here. So common between these two data frame is 3, 4. Keep that in your mind. So this, likewise, we have created two data frame, and we have printed it. So this is one table, that is a data frame. This is another data frame. Now let's apply the different joining. That's what we are learning, types of joining. So first joining is called inner join. What is inner joining? We are going to see the common things in both the table, and we are going to join. That is what inner join. So I'm saying pd.merge, which two data frames are merged, A and B, based on what we are going to merge on ID. How we are going to merge is on inner join. Inner means common. So already I have showed you in this two data frame, 3, 4, and here also 3, 4 are common. So only the common things are merged. See 3, 4. So value from A. So here for 3, 4 it is CD. Here it is XY. So CD and xy. So these two things are got merged. Next is left join. So what is left join means? Left table will be there. Here we have taken the left table as a data frame. So all the values from data frame A will be there, and then what is common in the B will be only appearing. So you can see here in the left join, all the things from first table A will be there. So this is the data from the first table here, and from the value B, 3, 4 is only common. So X and Y is coming. Here NaN is coming. He can even use fill underscore value to fill it by 0. So left join means take the left table as such and add the second table only for the common data. So 3, 4 is common for both. So for that alone, I am taking the value. Outer join next is. What is outer joining? So outer join means both the table will be taken in. So from the table we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Second table we have 3, 4, 5. So they are merged. So 3 and 4 is coming for only one time. And we know that 3 and 4 have common data in both tables. So they are merged. And then other table, for second table we don't have value for 5 and 6 in first table, and for 1 and 2 second table doesn't have value. So for if you see in this, 1 and 2 is not present in second table, and 5 and 6 is not present in the first table. So accordingly we are merging. So what are joins we learn? First is inner join. Inner join means only the common data are merged. Left join means left table will be present as such, and accordingly you are merging the second table. Outer joining means we are merging all the records together. Common things are merged only for one time. So that's all about this join. Next thing is we are going to learn about applying functions. So here I have a function, use define function. We know how to define a function in Python. df, we have a function name as, we have given us classify revenue, and we are going to get the revenue as input. If the revenue is greater than or equal to 1 lakh, then we are saying the revenue is high. Accordingly, we are having different categories. So now from the data frame, we are going to add a new column called revenue level. So how we are going to add the condition for that? It take the revenue, and so every revenue from this data frame will be taken, and we are going to call this function for that. So apply is the predefined function. Which one we are going to apply for every value is this function. So this revenue which we get from, so revenue is a column from the data frame. You can remember from our data set DF. Where is our data set DF? Here it is, the big table. This is our DF data frame. From that, I'm going to take revenue. So every revenue will be taken individually, and that revenue will be passed to this function. That is why the apply function does. So what apply function does? Take every revenue value from this data frame, pass it to this table, and the category will be stored in this. So for every row, that will, for the particular revenue, it will give the category whether it can be either high, medium, or low. So now we are going to take, so new column is now ready. So we are going to take the data frame. From that we are displaying order ID product. In addition to that, now we are going to show the new column as well, revenue level. You can see in the revenue level, we have as we given here high, medium, low. So those values are now added. Head of 10 means first 10 rows will be displayed. Otherwise, all the rows will be displayed. So that is about apply function. Next, apply function, instead of specifying a table separately like this, we have already learned about data functions in Python. Lambda functions in Python. So lambda means it is like we don't want to specifically explicitly write a separate function. We can directly write, and lambda means anonymous inner function, right? So what I'm going to do, from the data frame, I'm going to take a unit price. So every unit price will be given as lambda is a keyword. So colon is there. Left side of the colon specify input to the function. Right side specify what functionality we have to apply to this. So unit price is one of the column in the data frame. Take one unit price. To each unit price is given as an input to the function. Along with that, we are going to multiply 0.9. So we a particular percentage discount is applied to every individual unit price. And that is going to be made as a separate column. And then we are going to make another column called order code. Here what we are going to, you can see that output. So see discount, we are adding as a new column, we are multiplying, getting the value. Other one is called order code. So this is what order code. We are making a new column for it. What we are going to do is df dot apply. See here, what I am going to do, this is again same lambda function. The input to that is row. What does that row means? Here we are taking only unit price specifically and we are going to apply. Here you can see I didn't specify any column. So the entire data frames row will be taken. So every time a particular row from this data frame is given as a input. Here every unit price one value is given as a input to the lambda. Here a complete row is going to take given as a input to this function, and for them from that particular row we are going to take the region, and in the region we know what is the region, right? North, south, east, west is there, and I'm going to take the zeroth character. So north means NORTH. From that I'm going to take the zeroth character, which means N. So this is formatted output string. We know that, right? So that is there. So first I'm going to take the row. In that row, I'm going to take the region alone. And in that, I'm going to say the zeroth character, add a hyphen. So north means N. Then hyphen is added. And then I'm going to take, from the row, I'm going to take an order ID. So this is the order ID for that particular thing. So likewise, everything is individually taken. Access is equal to 1 means it is row wise. So that's what. And now we created a new column. So first it is taking the region, take the first character, add a hyphen to that, and take the order ID, and you can add the order ID here. So now a new 2 columns are added. So to the data frame. So DF is a complete data frame. So now we are specifying only these columns, and head of 6 means first 6 rows are displayed. So you can see a new kind of column here with the values, and here also we have discount price. So next one we are going to learn is map. So that is transform the, we are going to use a map function. Here we use apply function. Here we use apply function in different way. One is apply function using user defined function. Other one is apply function using lambda. The lambda itself we learn in 2 methods. One is taking individual values and applying using a lambda function. Other one is take a complete row and apply the lambda function. Next one we are going to learn is map function. So what is map function is, see here I have a dictionary here. For every month we are giving some number to it. So what I'm going to do from the data frame. What is data frame? Don't forget, data frame specifies this big table. This big table. And here we have a column called month. What are the month we have? Jan, Feb, March, April, May. These are the months we have. So for that only we are going to apply this. So keep that in your mind so that you will understand it clearly. So taking the month column and map it with this dictionary. So take the month and map that with the month here. So, and creating a new column to the data frame month number. So if the month is Jan, then map it with 1. That is what mapping. And if the month is February, from here, Feb, then what is the number to that? 2. So 2 will be coming here. So, and then one more thing here we are doing. So that is how we are doing the mapping. This is what map function does. And if there is a, so we have 2 columns now, month and month number. So if we have a duplicate duplicate row, drop that duplicates. For example, Jan 1 is coming for 2 rows or 3 rows. Same thing repeated again and again for this 2 columns, then remove that. So by that we got this mappings. So Janus means 1, February means 2. So we have mapped it. So month and month numbers are mapped. So month is already there in the data frame. Along with that, now we mapped every month with the month number. And if there is a duplicate rows, then we deleted it. So drop means deleting, and we got this. Because why we got only this two both means we are specifying from the data frame, you specify only these two columns. Already we add this column to the data frame. So from that, take the month column and the month number column and display. Okay, that is what map. Map means take the lookup, look it there. So lookup is here the month name, and map it with the replace it with the particular value. So look at the value, find it in the dictionary and replace with the corresponding value. So find the Jan and replace it with 1. So wherever we have a month, replace with the number and store it in this column. So that's what about map. Next one is concatenating the data frames. So how we are going to concatenate? We can concatenate in vertical order. So here again, we are taking from the data frame. I'm particularly taking this month, and Jan and Feb month are taken and kept in this data frame. And for March and April month are taken. So we are going to take a column, and that particular column we are taking every month. If that particular month is in this category, we store here. Otherwise, we store here. So by that we are dividing. We have two groups now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine this two. So concatenate. So pd dot concatenate this two. So we have two different data frames. These two data frames. One category is Jan and Feb, and the one is March and April. So we are going to concatenate, and we are ignoring the index. So don't show the index. You know, index means 0, 1, 2, 3, something like that. No, index now maybe having a mixing value, since we have separated it as different months. So we are going to ignore that. So now we are going to, so now combine have these two data separately. So now what I'm going to, so first we are going to print the length. How many Q1 rows are there in this table? So how many rows? 8 rows are there. In Q2 table, how many rows? 8 rows. When you combine both, so here is the combined data of this. So 8 plus 8 is 16. So this is the complete data. So we are going to visualize it now. So I'm going to take the order ID and revenue, and that I'm going to make it as base. Here another one, concatenation. So here I'm going to make it as a base, and here what I'm going to do, we are making another table using dictionary with two columns, discount and priority. So, and here we have the first 5 rows from the data frame. We are going to take only this column, and here we are going to take this two. We are creating a new data frame on this, so base and extra. So here I'm going to show how it will be looking after concatenating. So from the data frame we took this and we created a new table of data frame with a dictionary with two columns, discount and priority. Now we are going to concatenate it. So axis equal to 1 means it is row wise. So row wise means horizontally you uh, arrange it, concatenate it. So we can see here from the first table we got order and revenue. From the second table we have discount and priority. That two tables are now got concatenated, and it is concatenated not vertically but horizontally, side by side. So that is what's shown here. So this is how we can able to concatenate. So concatenate function concatenated this data frame with this data frame. It is in the row wise. Next one is string operation. So to understand how we can apply string operation, we have created a new data frame. So with two columns, product name and SKU. So we have some 5 data here. So to this, so now this is in the form of data frame. So we are going to add new columns to this particular. Already product name and SUK are already there. Product name and SUK is there. Along with this, we are going to add some new columns. So first one is clean. Clean means what I'm doing. I'm going to take this product name column. I'm going to strip the extra spaces. So strip means remove the extra spaces and then convert everything into title case. Title case means, see here, this all are in small letters. So when I make it as title case, the first letter alone may come in capital letters. So you can see here. T came in capital letter, M came in capital letter in clean. So likewise, this will be, what is uppercase means a new upper table column is added. So all the product name is converted to upper. So taking all the product name and now it is in the uppercase. And then has laptop. So has laptop means I'm taking the product name, this product name, and I'm going to say convert it into lowercase. And this laptop, no, if this word contain laptop in it, then it will say yes, true or false. That is why it is saying true. So laptop pro have laptop in it, so it is coming true. Here there is no word called laptop, so it is false. Here laptop, no, so false. So here laptop is there, so true. So that is what this and category. And here we are going to take the SKU column and we are going to split it by hyphen. So wherever there is a hyphen, they just got splitted. So now it become two parts. This is zeroth part and this is the first part. So in that I'm going to take only the zeroth part. So this LP, SP, TM alone will be coming here in this category. So next column is, we are going to take this clean column and then I'm going to find the length of it. So this is the clean column. What is the length? If you see, let us say the length here for the first one, it is coming as 10. How it came? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So totally 10 characters are there. So the length is 10. So this is how we can apply string functions also to the data frame. So that's what we have learned. So all these things we have learned: group by, pivot, merge, concatenating, applying function and map function and string function. So hope you have understand how we can apply all these things and do data manipulation for a particular data frame. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for watching.